Hi, today I'm going to show you guys how to use our awesome Adobe Premiere editing templates. First thing you're going to do is unzip the editing templates download. Now place the template folder in a convenient spot on your hard drive. Now you need to open up the folder and then navigate to the fonts folder. Double click on the fonts and install them on your computer. Okay, now you're going to double click on the Editing Templates Premiere Pro project. If the files don't automatically connect, you're going to see a screen like this. You just need to navigate to where the files are located on your hard drive, select the first missing clip, and then the rest will sync up automatically. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go up to File and Save As, and you want to rename the project something applicable to the specific project that you're working on. Okay, so now you should have the editing templates in your folder, and you can click the drop down arrow right here to see all of the sequences that you can use. You can double click on them and then scroll through the edit to see if that's the song in the edit that you want to use. Now you're going to import your footage that you want to use into the edit. Just simply drag your footage into the project bin. Okay, what you should do now is make sure that the sequence frame rate settings match your footage. If you don't do this, you could get choppy looking footage. The footage in the sequences are set to 23.98 frames per second. If you shot at 23.98 or 24 frames per second, then you should be good. But for example, if you shot at any frame rate besides 23.98, you'll need to click on the timeline, now go up and click on sequence, then sequence settings. Now you're going to change the time base to match what your footage was shot in. So I would change this to 29.97 frames per second if I filmed in 29.97. Now hit OK. Double click your new footage and you can scrub through it in the source window. Find the part where you want to start your clip and hit I on your keyboard. So now you can drag the clip over to the template and replace the footage in the timeline. As you're dragging, simply hold down Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC, and now the footage will be replaced in the edit. From here you can click on the slip tool to make fine-tune adjustments without moving the edits around. In some edits that are faster paced, you might get two versions of the edit in one sequence. One with slower cuts and one with faster cuts. Simply turn on or off the one that you want to use. Above the edit in the timeline, you will see graphics. There are 6 pre-made graphic options as well as animated lower thirds. Simply turn on and off the layers to show the one that you want to use. The green and orange layers towards the bottom use an additional layer for a cool blur effect, so just make sure that you have both orange layers on or both green layers turned on. To edit the text on the graphic, simply double click on the graphic sequence. The nested sequence will then load up. Now click on the title that you'd like to edit. The title window will pop up. Here you can customize the text. You can also add your own text as well. These sequences here are the lower thirds that will pop up to give details about the house. To edit these, simply double click the one that you want to use. You can edit the text by double clicking on the purple text box. If you want to switch out the icon, simply turn on and off the layers until you find the one that you want to use. Over here in the timeline, we have a lower thirds for the realtor. To replace your image, take your image that's in your Premiere Pro sequence and Option drag on a Mac or Alt drag on a PC to the image in the timeline. Now double click on your new realtor image and go to Effect Controls. Now you can use Scale on the Transform tool in the Effect Controls to scale the image. And you can also click on the Offset square to adjust the placement. Also, feel free to move different title assets onto different video layers as you see fit. Also, if you notice, on each timeline, we have these clips right here, and what this does is actually a transition. You can zoom in, or you can zoom out. Feel free to move these transitions around the timeline. Just make sure that they're lined up right on the edit. Now you need to replace your music with a non-watermarked version of the music. Click on the link in the description of the email that you got when you purchased the editing templates for a discount code for the music. Now go to soundstripe.com. When you check out, make sure you enter the code that you received. Now reference the song in the edit that you want to use. Search for it in Soundstripe. Click on Purchase. Click on This download is for use for my final project. Enter the name for your project and click Purchase License for free. Now click on Download. Now open up the Editing Templates folder. go to Assets and open the Music Placeholder folder. Now right-click on the song that you're using and select Replace. Navigate to where the file is on your hard drive, select it, and click Open. Now your music is ready to go. To export, go up to File, Export, Media. Select H.264 for the format. Click on the preset drop-down. At the bottom, you can select 1080p or 4K. Rename the output name whatever you want. Click Save. Now go down and hit Export. When it's finished, it'll be ready to upload to YouTube or Vimeo. That's pretty much it. I hope these edits save you guys a ton of time, and we'll see you guys later.